So this is the Hoover Streamline, Hoover's answer to the corded Hydrovac from Shark, as well as the Bissell HF3 and the Crosswaves. So what is Hoover trying to accomplish? They're trying to solve two issues you might have with other units. It wants to go edge to edge, so it's going to be able to go edge to edge on one side, not the other, but on one side it can go edge to edge, and on the front it's going to be completely open, similar to what you find on the HF3 and the Hydrovac and other, like the Tenneco S3, S5, S7s. Here you have the self-cleaning base that you're going to be utilizing to self-clean itself. That is pretty much standard across the board now in wet-dry vacuums. So for hard floors, it's going to be much more effective than on things like high-pill carpet. And that's because it comes down to the brush roll. So let's take it out of the box and let me show you how it looks. So this is everything you get inside of the box here. We'll open it up. Everything inside. This is going to be your wand. Here is your unit. This is going to be your brush roll. They have a Hoover Renewal Hard Floor. So this is a cleaning formula. Oh, and the unit actually comes pretty much fully assembled, so you just have to take it out. You can also see there are 4 LEDs in the front, and this brush roll here is very similar to a lot of the other brush rolls where it's soft as well as very absorbent for mopping priority. If this was more for vacuuming, the bristles would be much more stiff and aggressive. Really easy to set this up. All you need to do is insert the handle to the top of your unit. That's going to be all the steps. It just clicks into place, and voila. Now that we have a closer look at the Streamline, let me explain some of the most important characteristics. First, it's going to be coming with a 2-tank system. This is going to be the initial tank. The initial tank has a very similar design to the Crosswave. And you'll notice that just by how this is constructed, this is very similar to the Crosswave, and there is no catch here though. I don't see any type of catch for larger particles or pet hair. This has a max fill line, so once the dirty water tank reaches the max fill line, you have to refill it. That's because there is a flotation sensor here that's going to notify the device that, hey, you got to empty the dirty water tank. Clean water will be located on the back. This is the solution tank for your clean water here. It's very easy to add in clean water. There is an angled port on the back. You just take it to the sink and add in water. There is clear delineation with how much water and solution to utilize inside of your Streamline. Basically how this is going to work is that you're going to fill the clean water tank. You're going to use this on your floor. All the dirty water will go into the dirty water tank and you're going to empty that out periodically, but you definitely want to make sure to clean this after every session. And Hoover recommends at least waiting 24 hours for all the components to dry. So how I normally clean mine is threefold. First, I'm going to run the self-clean cycle. Second, we are going to be opening this up, and this is going to be the cover. The cover is going to be powered because they do have some LEDs inside of the cover. That's cool because not a lot of these wet-dry vacuums have LEDs in the front. This will be the location of your brush roll. The entire mechanism here is pretty straightforward and easy to set up and remove. You just pull it out and it will come right out. This is the self-clean tray. It looks pretty basic, but it does exactly what the Tennecos and other companies' cleaning trays do. You have an area for your brush roll and you have an area for the filter. So what you're going to be utilizing it is that if you are self-clean mode, it's going to secure into place. You're going to run self-clean mode. You're going to remove the brush roll. You're going to insert it on the side here. I sometimes like to leave this to the side instead of changing out the filter. But if you want, you could just pop out the filter and let the filter dry on its own on the side here. So the Hoover Streamline has a 90-second self-clean mode, and other units that we've tried have longer self-cleaning modes. Do I think that's going to be relevant here? It depends on how messy your floor is. If you're picking up milk, definitely. You're going to want to run this self-clean mode twice in order to get the best results in terms of the self-cleaning. But compared to something like the Tenneco S5 Steam or the Bissell HF3, which have longer self-cleaning modes, well, them, you just have to run it once and it's going to take care of itself. This is where the menu is going to be located that shows you everything that's going to be happening on board. It's not as advanced as the iLoop system from Tenneco, as well as some of the other systems that are using color coordination or have sensors. The Streamline does not come with that. And this is where your power button is going to be located. And you have the trigger here to release solution into your brush roll. In terms of overall noise levels, we do find that the Streamline is noisier than some of its competitors. So now that we've shown you everything you get inside of the box, let's test it out. on hard floors, including our kitchen, including our bathroom. So you can decide how effective is the Streamline when it comes to picking up wet and dry messes off of your floor, and most importantly, how well does it mop? And we're going to run a wet cereal test with our Hoover. And this is the clean water tank. We're adding in the water and the solution. The light turns on when you turn it on, and you can see everything that you're going to be picking up. One single pass is all it takes, and it picks up all the milk as well as all the solid cereal. And we're going to be doing it on the left side, and then we're going to switch to the right side. We're also going to let you hear in about 10 seconds what it sounds like when you're utilizing your Streamline, because it is going to be louder and sound a little different than other wet dry vacuums. If you ever see that inside of your display, that just means to empty your dirty water tank. If it's going to be emptying your dirty water tank while in a specific procedure, then the lights are going to blink. Now, ultimately, what is our verdict on the Streamline? Well, it's an economical, practical machine. However, it's definitely not coming with the most tech. It's hard to recommend the Streamline over its peers because it doesn't have that great display like on the Tinicos. It doesn't let you know how much battery life you have left. It does have a great brush roll and it works well, but all of these wet dry vacuums like the HF3 and the Hydrovac work well. It comes down to ease of use, weight, the handle ergonomics, the controls, and honestly, the Hoover is just good, it's just not great. The Hoover is really for people who want something a little bit more basic, but still a good wet dry vacuum that's easy to use, easy to clean, that's corded, it's not going to have to worry about batteries, and, well, it's a Hoover. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any comments, leave them below and hit that subscribe or like button because that really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.